Hi, it's Ari Daniel from USA Math Ministry and Organization. I have reports after reports after reports about polarized society and the kind of the lion or the axis of that polarities subject. And the subject for my video for this one is feminism, feminist movement, LGBT whatever Curie movement, and racial movement. And most of this movement based on Infowar, that I don't think, because Alex Jones is a shell, but he's a shell. Albert Pike, Alex Jones, Mark Dice. And recently I'm learning about new kind of people in the kind of business. In YouTube and information. I don't care what platform is this, what platform they are just working on. From kind of presentation and documentation. But in general, George Soros is funding it. But I'm sure, when we talk about Illuminati, there is a very great institution called Tavistock. And of course, here in America, they're talking about FBI and MK Ultra mind control. And it's just Americanized type of expose of Illuminati. It's because it's not benefiting Americans. That's why people are against Illuminati. If they benefit them, nobody will talk about Illuminati. And for 100 years, they already established all these things through the people who never speaked out. When they lost their mortgages, when they are becoming homeless, when they pushes them for Illuminati. But European, Armenian, people like me, I don't care, man. I have my people, my culture. We have thousands and thousands of years of history, and we never had any problem with with having a radicalized society. And the only source of this type of radicalization was kind of the Illuminati that established in Rome, barbarians, because there is no, even Judaism and Armenian culture that established Christianity into itself. Let's say after Jesus, it was modernized. It never get this much polarized towards this Illuminati that was established in America. And of course, everything starts with Europe, but in general, the history always has its own side. My point is, if this type of culture grow here and people are exposing it, it's not the way that I like it. I like it the most because they are putting the Jewish side. They like to play the games that are more entertaining, more kind of adventuristic. Armenians are boring. We are not rich like Jews. We are not, you know what I mean? It's just not kind of entertaining to talking about Armenians. But these things are very relevant to whatever is happening in our American. It's culturalizing and popularizing, like gays and lesbians and homosexuals. And based on this agenda, transhumanism, we never had anything this much common in Europe or in Africa, or in even the AIDS. I heard, it comes from, it's a kind of diseases and revolutions. If you just study the 21 goal of Illuminati, it's so obvious in Nicaragua, in El Salvador, how they established specifically Cambodia. When Mr. Bean movies about that African country, from Somalia, if I'm not mistaken, one country that Mr. Bean was talking, MI6 and all these things. So they are all real things that are making movie out of them, maybe in a cloud of kind of fun. I'm learning from Dear Call for Uprising. The other thing, when I'm criticizing American kind of type of a thing, it's just not that I'm directing a truth community towards getting to the real kind of bitter, being a bitter truther, being real like me. You can touch me, Zarek Daniel, I'm here, and I'm talking about this I'm fighting against feminist movement. I have female writers, they're like, just what, man? Woman is for men, and woman and marriage is for man is the leader of the family, and through the leader, woman is a leader, and this goes back and forth. But at the end, woman is for men, and corrupting this law that the woman must preserve herself for her life, that's not a thing, because woman must be a mother. An LGBT movement is our depopulation, corrupting society for Luciferians. And fighting these things is fighting the Illuminati, and defending family values and reminding Christian abstinence is one of the best way to observe and fight feminist garbage movement, LGBT, sick, stupid, dumb, people who are, politicized through this thing, and it's their problem. I mean, it's just not about, because sometimes when it comes to, source of the problem, it's not Illuminati in general. Everything starts with me and you, that you want to manipulate, be manipulated to be part of the manipulated system that is Lucifer. And if you're not seeing it, you're part of it, my dear. So this is the way you're gonna fight it. And USA Math is one of gonna be ministry and organization with this type of mentality and fighting against this type of cultural viruses. From my point, and I have my right to speak, and I did speak. Zarek Daniel, USA Math, ministry and organization, signing off.